Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good day, good week so far. Um, just one trade for me today. I'm just going to make this a quick little video. Nothing crazy. So it's just XELA. It's a low float. Got some positive news. It was like a first green day bounce pattern, which had a really nice day yesterday, and kind of just faded in the morning. Let me see here. Like it just had the push, the high of day push yesterday. Had a really strong push, and then after hours it was holding up nicely. I know someone who took a position here, and it gapped up a little bit, but then as soon as 4 a.m. hit and volume started to come in, it just faded off. Oh damn it! Why is the fuck's it doing that? I still have chlorine and shit on my hands. So faded, and then you got the red to green move from yesterday's close from like in the 260s, held. I missed the high of day break, even though it's not ideal because you want the original spike, the high of day spike, to be at least 20%, and then you want it to consolidate for at least an hour and then rip above. The only reason why I did want to play the high of day break because it had a key level at like 311 was like the breakout level. So I wanted to buy the high of day break, looking for the breakout. Gave you your 10%. I took it. Where was it? I gotta check just to make sure the exact time. But I took my first order at 3:15. And it was 11:55. So I really didn't really like my buy here. I did like that it kind of just perked up above, came, held. I took some at 3:15. Added some more here at 3:14. Sold half here at 3:31, 3:32. No, actually I didn't. I didn't sell any here. I held, and I got to add here at 309. And once it I really just wanted to see it hold 3. 3 was that key level. And I wish I can show you a little bit better. I don't know why it's. Oh my goodness. I don't know why it's being a pain. But still doesn't really help. But $3 is basically just a key level. I wanted to see it hold 3. First I was risking like 295, and once this dip came and held 304, kind of saw 304 as just a key level. Just held 304, which is basically just right above 3, and sold 2/3 of my position at 232 to 233, because it looked like it was just double topping. And I am swinging 1/3 overnight at 309 when I added on this dip. And we are getting a little fade right now, but I really just want to see how it acts to 3. As long as 3 holds high 290s, I'm just going to swing it. I'm not going to worry too much about it. There's no volume. Can't pay too much attention to what it's doing after hours. So I'm really just going to keep an eye on it and see if we can get a little gap up and push for tomorrow. Ideally, I like the multi-day breakouts for overnight holds. If they break high of day or they hold the breakout level and they hold trend into the close, I'm fine with swinging some of my shares overnight. Even this is my first time swinging some overnight. We'll see how it works out. I did have a little bit more size into this trade than I had really wanted. At first I didn't. At first I had reasonable risk. But then when I added at 314, then added at 309. My risk was a little off. I was risking a little bit more than my 25, $30. So, but it was a multi-day breakout. And the last time I played a multi-day breakout was the other day. And to be honest with you, I can't remember the ticker at all. And there it is, PBTS. So last time this set up really nicely, a lot nicer than XELA, but we just got that really nice move. And so I wish like in this, I was sizing up just a little bit because it's just super ideal. But this is also a breakout over a green candle. And if you notice that XELA is a breakout over a red candle. And so this is something we're still tracking and trying to figure out. But I'm pretty sure breakouts over red candles aren't as ideal as a breakout over a green candle. So it's just something to keep in mind. So yeah, I'm really just took my snipes. Didn't have ideal entries. Ideally, I'm buying on the high day break. Can sell, take my 10%. Did have a nice dip back, held the low threes, pushed back up to 334, so almost your 10%, basically your 10% there. Just small moves, and so we'll see how this does. It is cracking under 3 right now, so we will see how the 290s hold. A little iffy about it just because I'm not used to swinging overnight. And like my buddies were telling me, just don't really worry about it. Don't pay too much attention to it after hours. Just let it do its thing. Just stick to the pattern. You're either going to have a nice win or you're going to take a loss. So it is what it is. But I don't want, like, usually last time I was trying to swing one overnight, I ended up selling like dead bottom after hours, and then I had the bounce and then gapped up. So I'm really just trying to stay level headed. Not going to worry about it too much. Unless it really starts to like crack the 290s, I'll probably just cut it. But yeah, that's basically just it. It's just recent runner. You get the fade, you get the first green day bounce, then you get the continuation. So a previous, let me see here. So like a previous high of day break would have been like what, 269. So if you draw that line at 269, I mean, that's basically where it held, So seeing as a previous high of day break was how my buddy traded it, and that's how, now that I'm really looking at it on my laptop, that's how I'm seeing it and like it. So it faded in the morning, failed to break down, broke out through yesterday's high, held, and then you got the push. So ideally, that was the move. And then you have a really good entry in the 260s, 270s, 280s even. You got the high day break, you got the breakout, and you have a really good entry. You could take your snipe here and then be swinging some with a cushion, and that is ideal. That's the ideal trade. I saw it too late. I missed the high of day break. I was just super busy at work and just wasn't really, it was kind of a slow day, so I wasn't really focusing on anything. And just kind of crappy entries up in here and taking small little scalps basically. Ideally, like I'm really looking for this to touch like 350s, like the mid to high threes. So we will see. I was expecting that into the close, some sort of squeeze, but we just never got it. So I'm really just staying patient. I took my small little scalps on it. It is what it is. I didn't have a very good entry. Need to be paying a little bit more attention to the market, to be honest. This week, kind of pretty lazy for me this week. Just been super out of it. My sleep schedule has been just terrible. The way I've been eating has just been terrible. So just definitely been a little out of it. Got to try to get back to the grind. I know that month I was grinding like harder than I've ever grinded before, and I think I just wore myself out really quick. And so last couple weeks have been a little shaky, but trying to get back to it. And so, yeah, I just need to be more in tune with what the market's doing and really kind of just on top of these plays for when they make these kind of moves. so I can just be prepared. So that's basically it. Another one that I've been watching, it's kind of hard not to show this one. It's freaking crazy squeeze. From 10 all the way up to like $80, just nuts. So this is definitely on watch for number 5, which is just let it fade for a few days, wait for that momentum shift for a first green day bounce. That's basically it. And how I'm going to play that is just letting it do its thing in the morning, let it put in a high, let it dip, consolidate for a little bit, and for about 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, if it starts to break that high, I'll be looking to take an entry. This is kind of how I play the number 5s, and I really just learned that from Tim Grattani and through his new DVD. So it's basically just like playing the number 5s, which is just the first green day bounce pattern, being able to play that in the morning after the first 5-10 minutes. Just trying to get in a little, it's just trying to get in a little bit early in the play, and then afternoon high of day breaks really is all it is. So those are like my top 2 patterns right now. I'm still working on like morning dip and rips and stuff like that, but really for me, what's been my favorite is just those afternoon high of day breaks. There's those low floaters that put in a high in the morning, ideally 20% spike in the morning, then they fade all day, no volume, and then all of a sudden later in the day, volume picks back up and we start to squeeze shorts and break that high of day. So that's been my favorite play. That's what I'm just going to stick to. And yeah, and so far I've been definitely more consistent than I have been in OTCs. So that's a good start for me for sure. Still just trying to dial it in a little bit. Still just trying to learn, it's after just for over a year, just trading nothing but OTCs, not even looking at NASDAQs, to all of a sudden flipping it around and not looking at OTCs at all, and really just trying to dial it in with the NASDAQs. It's going to take me a little while, to kind of just adjust. So I can't expect to just jump right over into listed world and start nailing it. That's why I am trading small size, just really just trying to get it dialed in, get my entries, my exits dialed in, just really kind of get comfortable and confident with these patterns and the setups. And after a month or two, I really don't want to give it a time limit, because I always kind of like give myself a time limit and then I just fail to meet expectations. So I'm not going to give it a time limit. I'm going to trade these small size, get good at them, and then when I am confident and comfortable, I will size up, and I believe that is when the game will change right there for me. So slowly just building and grinding and learning. That's all you got to do really. And just got to keep with it, just never give up really, and just focus on the process over profits, because if you just focus on profits, you're just going to lose them. You're going to lose those profits. You're going to have a lot of losses instead of profits. So just focus on the process, master 1 or 2 patterns, and just stick with those really until those become your bread and butter. And then you can start learning, other setups, and really just kind of starting to grow and add more things to your playbook really. So that's it for me. This video is already a little bit longer than I expected. I really just wanted to keep it short and simple. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope it made sense. One last, it's just multi-day breakout. The only thing a little iffy about it is it's a red candle instead of a green candle. It is trading nice volume. It is a low float. It does have news, and it did hold trend. So it's really just, I took my snipes on it. Could have played it much better. Stats show that this should gap up, so I'm trying to be a little patient here with just my 1/3 position. Give it a chance, win or lose, doesn't matter to me. It's all about just learning and growing and getting better. So that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.